everyone, and welcome to the Prepared Mind channel. This topic is near and dear to me, and I know it is also near and dear to you. Folks, shit is hit the fan. Every subject we talk about has elements of it, either leading or contributing to how it is we're looking at the world and our need to prep. Now, like I said, this particular topic is really near and dear to my heart. There is a schism in the military. There is a serious rift between the factions that have been developed by the political left, their attack on America. Folks, this military schism is real. We've got the president who has abandoned Americans and left our fighting men and women in harm's way without the proper support in Afghanistan. We're all aware of it. And it's not that soldiers and Marines and corpsmen and other military personnel don't die in war and in conflict and in service. It's understandable. But when it appears to be completely it's transparent what they're doing. And then you take into account what the Secretary of Defense, Austin Lloyd, is doing. And when you take into account what the Joint Chiefs of Staff are doing and saying, as well as the Pentagon, it's easy to understand how, as their orders flow down to remove extremists, and then this hunt for extremists means finding people who are patriotic, pro-Constitution, pro-America, pro-American history, pro-American freedom. It's hard to imagine. I can imagine it as a civilian. I'm a Marine, so I understand that. But to be in service, to be in uniform, and have these people trying to just tear the military to pieces. It is a literal, folks, attack. Going after our military like this is an attack on one of our greatest systems, our military national defense. Americans have slept at night for decades and centuries, knowing that our military is ready and is willing, capable, and proven to be beyond satisfactory, to be exemplary, to be willing to destroy the enemy, and in the process of doing that, put their own lives at risk. That is what our military has done and continues to want to do. But we have this Pentagon force, this globalist regime trying to destroy it. And a lot of us have gotten disheartened by this. And I want you to hear what I'm going to talk about, so you know to keep your faith up. As noted over the past few weeks and months, we have members, both active and inactive, but I really want to point to the active duty Army that's been tuning in. Right? They have been in contact with me and saying they're really sick. They're disgusted with what's going on. And it's not just the enlisted men, it's also the brass. Now, it's not generals that are listening to us and talking to us, but it doesn't matter, right? It is the true fighting men and women, the people that are out there in the field getting it done, who are still patriotic, even though amongst them, there are these very unpatriotic types carrying out very unpatriotic orders. You know, like you're going to attend a drag queen exhibition and making them go to that. Folks, they say, oh, no, that's voluntary. When I was in the service, they would say, everyone get ready to go volunteer. And it was kind of a joke, right? Go volunteer for this duty. And you're like, well, I choose not to. And they'd say, Lance Corporal John, it's not really voluntary now. That was kind of a joke I would always play. I'd say, oh, if it's voluntary, then I choose. I decline. Just to play the game. I wanted to see the results, right? Test it. But anyways, we know where we're at today. They want to get rid of white extremism, white racism, white supremacy, political extremism, domestic violent extremists. And a lot of us have gotten down on it and thought our military is breaking. Our military is breaking. Now, under President Trump, anytime he showed up, at a military function. Their steps, they had snap and pop in their salutes, in their presence, in their facing movements, in their drill. They loved President Trump because he was pro-military, pro-America. Right now we have this weasel of a slime bag in office and his bureaucrats, and it's hurting our military. But something happened this weekend, folks. Something happened this weekend that made me feel a whole lot better about our military and our nation. The Army football team, college Army team, right? There's the Air Force team, there's the Navy team out of Annapolis, which is Marines and sailors. We have football teams. The Army football team came running out onto the field, folks. Each player, including, I think, 3 first responders, medical staff, came out each carrying an individual American flag, 2 foot by 4 foot, and running down the field carrying the American flag because they're proud to be Americans. Absolutely proud to be Americans. They did this in honor of the nation. They did it in honor of those who passed away and to never forget what happened on September 11th. Right? The Army football team, the Black Knights, came out carrying the flags. Can you imagine the sense of pride they had in doing that? The sense of pride they had in carrying their nation's flag onto the field. Now, it's not the field of battle, but it is the gridiron, which is a type of, game. But it was incredible to see this. I wanted to talk about it today to start the week off, because we're going to have a bunch of shit thrown in our faces. But for them to do that, to carry the American flag out, the American flag, which they've been trying to label as a symbol of white supremacy, that special interest groups like BLM and Antifa and the LGB crowd have been taking the American flag apart into pieces and rebuilding it in their own image, their own light, right? Their own way of thinking. Well, the Stars and Stripes is what came out. No substitute flags, no fake flags, folks. And what they were saying to me, what I heard loud and clear, is we are Americans. We are the Army. We're proud of our country. We don't think it's wrong or bad or evil or racist. We don't think that. We are here for America because they're Americans, folks. These globalists don't like America. These globalists don't like our Constitution, our history, our belief systems, and they want to tear it down. And these soldiers came out in their football uniforms carrying American flags. And it made me feel good here. That's where it hit like a ton of bricks when I saw this. It doesn't matter, folks. Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, or Marine Corps. It's Semper Fi all the way, do or die, gung ho. Our military folks will not let us down. That doesn't mean there's not going to be defectors to the dark side when things get bad. It means they're still on our side, though. And I would take 50% of our guys and pick them to win against 50% of the weaklings, right? If our military was split in half, 50-50, Americans and these scumbag leftists that have enlisted and commissioned themselves, I would pick our patriots to win because it matters and it means something. The American flag means something. I'm going to ask Jolene to put this picture into the thumbnail. It is a thing of beauty to see these guys running, holding up the American flag. And it's not easy to do with such a big flag, folks, because of wind resistance. They would have to play a game. They don't give a fuck. I'm carrying the flag. They all did it. It's a thing of beauty. It's patriotic. I want everyone to feel that sense of patriotism and duty and honor that comes with serving the country and being an American and knowing that if something were to happen, that you would stand up for freedom, for liberty, for others, folks. And that's what the military does. When I enlisted, and when I talk to people now who are enlisted, I get, why do you do it? They say, because I want to serve my country and protect my family and my people. They don't join, folks, not the ones that I've talked to push a radical social agenda and to destroy our country. Those people, I don't know where the fuck they come from. But everyone I talk to says, I'm here for the country. I'm doing it because I believe in America and freedom, and I want to protect. That is our true military. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to belabor the point. It's just that simple. We're going into more SHTF this week, more bullshit, more court cases, more rules, more laws, more mandates, more crap, more demands on you, more attempts at destroying our country. But know that our military, folks, and I'll pick them 7 days a week, twice on Sunday, to kick the ever-loving stuffing out of anyone that tries to destroy this country or invade it. And there's a bunch of us old-timers, us old vets out here. You know, whether you served 4 years or whether you served 40, I don't give a fuck, right? Because you were part of the military and you get it. Semper Fi. Godspeed. Chance favors the prepared mind is yours.